Hi, level 3 students. This is Mr. Mpanza, a lecturer for Office Data Processing. In this video that I've created here, I want to present to you how to create the mail image or use the mail image to type the letter to a different recipient. In short, when we talk of a mail image, it's whereby you are creating one primary letter or a message in Microsoft Word and create the list of recipients in a form of a table in Microsoft Word, which we call it a data source. Then you combine the two by merging it, going through a certain process and produce the different letters that are directed to a different recipient. Here I've selected the question paper that was used for internal exam 2019 to present a mail match. It was question 2. Another thing about mail match, you must know that it is a sub-program of Microsoft Word. It means most of the things that you are looking for, you find it under Microsoft Word. Question 2A. Question 2.1. Create a data source file using the information below and save the file as question 2A. Please remember the marks that are allocated for that section is 14 marks. So you must make sure that you grab all that 14 marks. Before you start, you have to open a new blank document of Microsoft Word as I'm opening it here. This is the document that I'm going to use to create the data source as the starting point of mail match. So you must make sure that you do not leave any line space before you insert your table. To start the process, you have to go back to the instruction to look for the number of columns and number of rows. As you can see here, the columns that we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah? In terms of rows, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we have to go back to the new document that we have opened. To insert that table, you click Insert, then you click Table, then you go down to Insert Table. There will be this dialog box. In this dialog box, it will allow you to select the number of columns and the number of rows. You use these arrows here to adjust the number. As I'm adjusting here for columns and 4 rows. Then you click OK. This is my table. Then you need to type this information that you are provided here on the instruction in this new table that you have just inserted. I'll start typing it. Here is the information that is typed within that table. My spelling is correct, and you need to adjust your columns so that your information will be clearly visible. Thereafter, you go back to the instructions. 2.2. Insert your examination number and question 2A as the file name of the data source document if MS Access is used, or as a header if MS Word is used in creating a data source document. In this case, we are using Microsoft Word to create the data source. So we have to insert examination number and question 2A as a header. I have to go to my data source here. Then I go to insert to insert the header. Then go to header here. I click header. Then I go to edit header. Then I start typing my ID number here. 5603. This is my ID number. Then on the right of the page, I have to type question 2A here. To move to that position, I have to press tap on a keyboard times 2. 1, 2. Okay, my cursor is here on the right hand side of the page. Then I start typing in capital letters, question 2A. After that, I have to close header and footer. Then move back to the instructions. 2.3, save and print the data source file. There is also a mark that is allocated for that question. So at the first instruction, 2.1, we were given the file name, which is question 2A. So I go back to my file here, my data source. Then I click File, Save As. Then I select the location, which is Documents. You need to make sure that you still remember where your file is saved. Then I save it as per the instructions, question 2A. Then go and click Save. Then the document is saved. Then to print the document, you go to File, Print. Then you click that picture of print here. And then the hard copy of your data source will come out from the printer.